think of all the other things in your company that you templatize, that you standardize.
There's a really big reason why we templatize things for salespeople. Hey everyone, Mario Martinez Jr. here, CEO of Ingresso, and I'm here with my friend and partner, Chief Sales Officer of Ingresso, the man, Kurt Shaver. Kurt.
Hey, Mario.
I got a question for you.
Yep.
And we recently ran into this situation where sales leaders and marketing leaders were very concerned about templatizing LinkedIn profiles for their thousands of reps across an organization. And they were like, well, no, we can't build a LinkedIn profile that attracts their target buyer and market and have it profiled or templatized by role or those types of things. It needs to be organic, authentic. And we had an interesting response and discussion. What is the response do we tell the sales leaders and marketing leaders to, we don't want to templatize and or create the messaging for our sellers' LinkedIn profiles?
Well, our answer was like, that's crazy, right? So like, think of all the other things in your company that you templatize, that you standardize, because you want to have a very high level of consistent delivery, consistent messaging, consistent positioning, right? So, do you have telephone scripts? Of course you do. Do you have email scripts and cadences of when to say what and that type of things? Of course you do, right? How many like thousands and thousands of hours are spent by marketing, sales enablement, sales training, right? To fine tune that PowerPoint deck. And then you go out and hire these sales presentation coaches to come in and teach the sales reps how to deliver that standardized deck in just the right way. So the whole thing about scaling and sales enablement, sales implementation is all about standardizing, make a template. Let's have a lot of the people all saying the same high quality message, right? And yet, when we turn our attention to a LinkedIn profile, which is basically just like the individual's webpage that should be reinforcing the company, when we turn our attention to that, there's this crazy idea like, oh, we don't want to templatize that. We want that to be like totally random, authentic, organic. Let the reps make up anything they want. It's their LinkedIn profile. Well, what's going to happen for that is you're not going to get a very high level consistency profile. You're going to get most of them are going to be blank or severely lacking. Some of them are going to be damaging by talking about, I'm a quota questioning rep and I've made President's Club 325 years in a row, right? Or sometimes we see ones on there where they still list their old job and they haven't even updated it to a job they've been at for a year. I mean, it's ridiculous. So again, our approach is use this templatized approach. Let's get the input from marketing. Let's work on those templates. We're going to have the salespeople implement it in a very done-for-you fashion using professional writers, graphics artists, media experts, all of these things to turn it into an awesome customer-attracting website. And when all that is done, I mean, overnight, you can have thousands of sales reps that are attracting customers with the right profile. So I say yes to templates.
Now on these templates though, does everybody look the same? I mean, is there something wrong with everybody looking the same? Or how do you bring in through the Ingresso process, how do you bring in some authenticity and some of your own flair and personality? Do we allow for that in our template process?
Yeah, so there is opportunity to customize, right? We have sections in there that clearly spells out where areas should be customized, what types of things. There's examples of there in there. But again, somewhere between maybe 4 to 8% of that profile is going to be very customized by the individual person. Obviously, things like their email and contact information, but also some of their interests, past experience, things like that is obviously going to be customized for them. But sort of the philosophy that we always say is, okay, they shouldn't look all the exact same, like a cookie cutter that got stamped out of a factory. However, they should look similar. They should convey the same spirit because they're doing the same job for the same company, right? So just like, it's not gonna look exactly same, but even if you just like go grab a business card, right? Business card, yeah, it's got different information on it, but the logos, the colors, the taglines, that's going to look the same, shouldn't it? Yeah, it does. So same idea with the profile.
And we talked about this earlier. I mean, you said this as well. companies in sales operations, enablement, marketing, they're building PowerPoints for sales reps. They're building phone scripts for the sales guys and gals, excuse me. They're also building email scripts for everyone. They're also building cadence flows, right? Do step one, step two, step three, step four, say this, do this, send this, call this, everything is built out for the salesperson. And there's a really big reason why we templatize things for salespeople, because if you ask them to do it on their own, the result will be, Kurt,
they're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it. And so, but oftentimes we hear from like the marketing team, well, we have a social media guide and policy. And we actually had a client who gave us a 72 pages of social media guides, do's and don'ts. What do you do what will the seller do when they get something like that?
If it's physically a book, they're probably going to, bury it in the trash or hide it underneath their desk, right? I mean, look, a social media policy can give some good guidance, but in general, that's written by the sales prevention department, right? Now, we're salespeople. We know that's the legal department. So, it's usually don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Look, the safest way to not cause any conflict from a legal standpoint is don't do anything. Don't pick up the telephone. Don't knock on the door. Don't make a sales call. Don't ever send an email. You'll be safe. You'll never sell anything, but you won't get sued, right? So if the goal is to sell something, then again, you got to be noticed. You got to attract people. You got to showcase that you can help people like them and how you do it. And so to do that, you need to be out there. You need to be clear and professional on the internet. And that is through your LinkedIn profile.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, spoken from a chief sales officer with a sales team who has also led large sales organizations as well in past life before Vengreso. All of you guys listening, and visit Vengreso, VENGRESO.com, and take a look at our LinkedIn profile makeover for teams program. All of y'all listening in, thanks so much. Say goodbye, Kurt.
Goodbye, Kurt.